There be gold in these hills. Well, let's get it all up. Hello and welcome back to Vintage Story on the Aura Fury server. And I'm happy that I found my first iron deposit on my way to spawn. And there's been a little bit of things that have been updated here and there. I still got the nice teleporter. It's going to a new place so new people can find a nice new place. And so our little board of people's locations and stuff I've been filling out quite nicely around here. And I finally got mine added to it. But mostly I came up here because I now have some extra things. And there is these little traveler coves that people can kind of stop at and get some of their stuff. So with our mod of carrying stuff on our back, brought a chest of stuff in so I can drop off some goodies for any new people, considering I'm so far away and I haven't been able to do it yet. But back home, I wanted to start trying to work on the honey and jam, and I believe that we need to do it similar to food, where we need to have 4 of a particular fruit in a spot, a cooking spot, similar to like all the other stuff. So I got a little bit of berries. I don't keep picking them and storing them or anything, but need to stick some honey in here. I just don't know how much because I haven't done that before, so I figured we'd probably need 4 in there. So we'll see how this goes here. And it's kind of looking like maybe multiples of 4 or 2 4s, kind of like you do the rice porridge. Yes, okay. So 4 honey, 4 berries, and 4 berries. I don't think it matters what kind of berries, just like the other kinds of foods. We'll start getting some cooked up. Alright, so I got my second pot of jam, cranberry jam, being done. It seems pretty easy. So the benefits of these, take them downstairs, is that jam lasts an extremely long period of time. Like this other things, not quite so long. Found out it works better in the vessel down here for some reason than on the shelf, but on the shelf, yeah, not a whole lot. Doesn't seem like a whole lot, but we do have some fats for sealing it. So we'll go ahead and seal these. Not so hard now that we have the sheep and stuff around. And that lasts for 5 years. So if you ever need to make a bunch of food, just in case, it's good. But I wanted to add a little bit while I was up here. Found some cactus out a little while ago, and I decided to start tinkering with a little bit of chiseling. Made a fruit bowl with what I could manage. Another painting. I want to try something. And this. So, you know, sometimes you just have to play and try and figure it out. I only had the chert cobblestone. I think this head needs to go up on a wall somewhere, basically. It was really hard to do it all on chisel on the floor, so while it's kind of the right shape, it's too tall. And there isn't a way to kind of like just shift everything down one. Otherwise that would work because the head's too wide. I didn't make the block shorter when I started. So I think this guy is going to go in here and I'll take care of the rug. And I finally got some of that iron out. We need to get a little bit more of it broken down so you can actually start using it a bit here. And looks like I need just a touch more, and we need 120 for it. We can go downstairs and set up our bloomery for it. I'm not gonna like mass produce a whole bunch of it. I don't have a water wheel and stuff in it, but this will take all 120 nuggets and the charcoal, and it'll come out to be 6 ingots in the end. So it's a lot of work to do this You know, you gotta get the fire clay and stuff, but just let it cook and do its thing. But upstairs, I have a couple blooms already done. And if you don't have that hell hammer or the water wheel, you know, like a windmill and water wheel to power that hammer, you're gonna have to do this by yourself. And I was thinking, can I do it by myself? Do I need a hell hammer? But it seems like I can. You gotta break off all this black stuff carefully, because you don't want to accidentally break off some of the good stuff. And you have to do that every time. But we had to get it a little bit cooled down a little bit. So once you get that broken off, then carefully move these little chunks around to make it into an ingot. I think I've usually had 4 or 5 pieces. I think there's a little bit of variation to it. But then if it's warm enough, you can go straight into making something that you need. And it's pretty much the same things, except that you can do the anvils and you can do the doors. But I am working on a project that I do need to have some better tools now, because it'll take forever and a day. So get a shovel done here. And then it'll help us a lot. a lot of digging. But it's also a lot more durability, so well worth it. Alright, so while I was out just doing normal things, I got my 3rd temporal gear from just a normal surface drifter. I think I've actually gotten 2 from a surface and then 1 from a tainted below. I haven't had much luck. We'll take a little stone path and we'll go hook up one of our teleporters. So this one I've gone through. This is the original one I found. And then there's another one down below. I don't know who originally found this, but some cave had some light in it already, so I figured I'd hook it up. And it takes us way southwest, really far away. And looks like some interesting bunches of trees around. Big, huge clump over there. And a good bit of water. I had stopped up a piece of water. There's only a few gears, little metal bits, not too much around here. But we'll make a path up to the surface, because we're at 90. It won't take us very far to get up there, so it's an easy, convenient one to take care of. And then up here, we're out. And we got these big fern trees, bamboo trees, a different tree in the background, and I think there's some papyrus around here. So of course there's going to be some jungly stuff and plenty of vines, that's for sure. So it's looking kind of weird plateauish. Ooh, soybeans. Soybeans are easy to find. More south you go. They last a long time. So kind of weird and interesting place. Don't need our lantern out right now, but the one thing before I get too far away, do always mark where you came out of, because it's going to be very difficult to find it if you need to go back. That's for sure. Very easy to get lost, so don't want to do that. So we got a teleporter that's way down there. Alright, gonna kind of do a little look around, see if there's anything else different. Check on those trees over there. Got an interesting little white patch on the map. Might be exposed stone or something. Alright, lots of papyrus. That's pretty much the cattails of the south. Occasionally you'll find cattails in certain areas in the south, but it's kind of biome dependent. And these have like really light leaves. Yep, they're acacia. So kind of savanna-ish, and it does definitely look a little drier and stuff over here, but grassy. There's just a lot of leaves on these trees. Not very hard to find these kind of things south. So that looks like all that tree. So over here there's some chert or so. I think I'll try to get a look out over there. because this doesn't look quite as interesting down there, and see what I can find. So back home, took a little bit of time, but among my other bloomeries that are out here, I have some of our supplies that I had on me that I was figuring, but this is all the stuff that I got. It was definitely a nice little jungly area, and this will work out for the other project that I'm working on, and that will add a lot, along with all the glass and the bloomeries that are behind me, and we'll get into that later. Thanks for watching.